So, Scott Schloegel, here we are, MIC board meeting, but even bigger date, we got a big win in the state of California with the return of red sticker, or how does that work? And what is a red sticker?
Yeah, sure. So prior to 2022, there was a two-sticker system in California where they had a green sticker for essentially emissions-compliant vehicles and then a red sticker for competition vehicles. The state kind of felt like that was being abused, and so they ended up taking away the red sticker program. So we worked on legislation to try to fix and allow competition vehicles to still be used on state lands and BLM lands and other lands here in California. So what we did was we passed legislation in 2022. We were successful in that, got it through almost unanimously, and that legislation would have established a new sticker permit program through the DMV. And Governor Newsom at that time decided that was going to be way too expensive to kind of rejigger all of the DMV systems, and so he vetoed the legislation, and we were kind of back at square one. Coming back to square one, what we did was we worked with Senator Jones, who was the sponsor of the previous legislation as well, and looked at Cal Parks instead. And Cal Parks right now does issue stickers or permits for out-of-state vehicles that are coming in to use the park system. And so we said, well, let's just have them then issue this kind of an equivalent of a new red sticker program. So worked that legislation, got it through the Assembly, got it through the Senate. Again, almost unanimous in its support. Senator Jones was really key for us on this, has done a great job. That legislation passed recently. The governor signed it into law, and we now have a solution to the problem that competition vehicles for the last couple of years have been operating without any real legal authority to do so because it didn't have that red sticker. And so this new sticker program will go into effect, and it will be for model year 2022 and newer vehicles that are competition vehicles.
And that's a bigger issue because a lot of states follow California or CARB's lead in their legislation and things like that. So by establishing this precedent, it's going to have a ripple effect.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, for so many pieces of legislation, doesn't matter if it's this particular one or others, California ends up leading. There's 13 other states plus the District of Columbia that are considered CARB states, where they follow the CARB guidelines rather than the EPA guidelines. And so for anything that's kind of emissions related, it's really important for us to fight those fights here in California and make them as beneficial to motorcycle and power sports as we can, because there are copycat bills that get introduced around the country in other states.
And let's tie that in specifically to MIC. You recently served as our interim CEO and president, and you're also our lead on government relations, so you know better than anybody the wins and what MIC does for us. But for the layman who doesn't know all of the things that MIC does, what is compelling about MIC that we don't know?
Yeah, so whether you care about the cost of your goods, whether it's tariffs, shipping supply chain issues, whether it's public lands access, you name it. There's a whole host of issues that we work on a daily basis at the MIC Government Relations team. We've got a fantastic team. They're small but mighty. We do a great job. We cover all 50 states plus the federal government. And anything that comes up that impacts the power sports industry, we're there to advocate on behalf of our manufacturers, aftermarket dealers, and anyone else who's out there enjoying our products.